Cada cierto tiempo se tiene noticias sobre encuentros cercanos con extraterrestres, y lo que captó Jessica Ortiz con su cámara de seguridad pone en la mesa nuevamente el tema sobre si los extraterrestres realmente nos visitan. ¿Se captó un extraterrestre en Compton? Eso es lo que una mujer asegura haber capturado con la cámara de seguridad de su casa. Jessica Ortiz dijo que se quedó atónita cuando la cámara de su timbre mostró una criatura de aspecto extraño merodeando su hogar. Por lo que, tratando de aclarar qué podía ser exactamente, publicó el video en sus redes sociales, en donde los usuarios han estado opinando sobre la supuesta entidad. Compton se encuentra al sur de California, y el video que estamos viendo fue grabado con la cámara del timbre de la casa a la 1 de la mañana. Y aunque la casa cuenta con más cámaras alrededor, solo se registró esta extraña silueta por algunos segundos, que revela que se trataría de una entidad que camina o avanza a una baja altura y que parece tiene una cabeza grande y amorfa. Algunos creen que pudiera tratarse de un animal, como por ejemplo un perro. Sin embargo, aquí tenemos un video en comparación que se nota muy diferente a la de la grabación de Jessica. Mientras que otros creen que puede ser un video alterado con CGI. Pero Jessica mostró el video original directo de la aplicación de la cámara del timbre, por lo que se demuestra que cualquiera que fuera eso, en realidad estuvo ahí a la 1 de la mañana. Lo que pude notar es que en el acercamiento al video original, el ser aparece, da algunos pasos y sale del ángulo de visión de la cámara. Algo que respondería a la duda del por qué no pudo ser grabado por las otras cámaras que se encuentran alrededor de la casa. Es como si simplemente hubiera aparecido o teletransportado justo a ese sitio frente a la cámara del timbre. Los argumentos sobre un supuesto video con inteligencia artificial han quedado de lado por las evidencias presentadas por Jessica. Pero, ¿y entonces, qué fue lo que se grabó aquella madrugada en Compton, California? Jessica aceptó una entrevista para un podcast en Estados Unidos, que aquí les presento, ya traducido.
Welcome to Extraterrestrial Reality. We have a very special guest with us today. It's Jessica Ortiz from Compton, California, and she is the woman whose security camera, her Ring camera, actually captured what we believe is to be some sort of a non-human intelligent being that was traipsing about her property in the middle of the night on June 6th, I guess just a couple of minutes after 1 a.m. And while we're talking here, I just want to show the video real quick here so that people know what we're talking about. Oh, there it is right there. If you blink, you'll miss it.
Yeah.
And then I have a close-up of it up here somewhere. And that was the gate clack. There's a close-up of it right there. That's what it looks like zoomed in. And then I have a slow motion version too as well. There it is. Whatever that thing is, we don't know. We do not know.
Yeah.
Okay. And so that's what we're going to talk about. So basically, I guess before this incident happened, were you ever interested in this subject? Did you ever read about UFOs or extraterrestrials? Or
never paid too much attention to it, at least. Mm-hmm.
So this was the first time, and all of a sudden now, I guess you're looking at life in a different way. I mean, because this really doesn't have any explanation for it, and other than it looks like it's a non-human kind of creature that just was walking around your backyard that early morning hours.
Yeah, it was really crazy. It caught us completely off guard.
So basically, what happened? Like you were up at the time when you heard something or something happened before this thing showed up?
No. I mean, well, so here at my house, I was in my son's room. I was talking to him. We were having a conversation, and when I started walking back to my room, I opened my phone And I wasn't the craziest part. I think is because I'm not the type of person to look at the Ring videos. I'm never like paying too much. A car passes by, it's constantly going off. So I wasn't intentionally trying to look at the video. But when I opened my phone, you know how it passes right away, like right in the beginning. And so when I opened it, the video popped up, and right away I saw it, and it. I was like, I'm going crazy. I was even saying it out loud. I'm going crazy. I'm losing my mind. Like, what the hell am I looking at? You know? So I had my son take a look at it, and I told him, like, please, like, double check this because I'm going to lose my mind, or I'm losing my mind. And I know that I'm not seeing what I think I'm seeing. So he sat up and he looked at the video as well. And he went back like 3 times also. And, obviously, we don't think that we're seeing what we're actually seeing. I mean, even him.
And something precipitated this. From what I understand, you have an aunt who lives right next door to you, and she heard a noise about 20 minutes before this occurred.
Yeah, I didn't find that out until the next day when I started asking like the neighbors if they had anything in their cameras, or anything that had gotten caught.
So basically, you had a Ring camera that was in the front of the house and in the back of the house, and they didn't go off.
So we have 3 altogether. So it's one. You can see it in the video. One of them, it's over the front door. That one's facing the driveway. So if anything would have passed the front, like I said, it would have caught it. If anything would have gone, past the back gate to the back, it would have caught it right away. But neither one of them were triggered.
And the sound that we heard, that's the gate opening and closing.
Mm-hmm.
Is your house and your aunt's house attached? Is there a separation between them?
Oh yeah, there's a brick fence in between.
Like, how much distance is between your house and your aunt's house? Like, is it wide or is it close together?
Maybe about 20 feet.
Okay. So she heard a noise on her roof, and then 20 minutes later, so that was about a quarter to midnight, or excuse me, a quarter to 1 when she heard the noise and the scratching sound. And then at 1:03 a.m., that's when you have the creature that shows up on your Ring camera, but only on the one, and it doesn't pick it up on the back one or the front one. That's very strange.
That's one of the reasons why it made it even more confusing as to what it can't be a person, because it would have caught it for sure. It would have caught it. There's no way you can go through one camera and not get picked up by the second one or the third one.
And how long have you had Ring cameras on your house?
We've had them for maybe like around 5 years, 6 years or so.
And nothing like that's ever happened before?
Well, I've never, like I said, I don't always pay attention to the videos. I've never seen anything like that before. And this one just by chance that I caught it, but yeah, no, I've never seen anything like that.
It's almost as though like this thing just showed up and then disappeared or something. That's what it seems like. It seems like it maybe it fell off your roof, down from your roof.
That's the only explanation that I was like, would make sense if, whatever it is was on her roof, and came from her roof to our driveway, which would explain why the first camera didn't catch it. And then probably that sound, it sounds like the gate opened, but then it cuts off. So I don't actually hear it close. I remember Scott asking me like, oh, well, that's a very nice alien to, close the door for you. And I was like, well, that's true, So I was like, maybe that sound was it, jumping on it. But no, it sounds, it opening and closing the gate sounds exactly the way it did. So I think maybe it probably jumped, over, but did open it. I remember actually hearing it open by where you can see it. But at the very top, you can see a head.
Right here. This is the beginning of the video. I don't see anything. I looked at this video and I don't see it.
Yeah, I haven't seen it the way that they. I see like a little spot, but at the same time, I mean that could be anything. I don't see that it goes with the. I think if it would have been a person at the very, very, very end, right over the candle holder at the bottom, if that was a person, that part would have also been blocked by the person wearing black or whatever it is that they're saying. It would have shown up in that part because there is a little gap between the wall and the plant. So and that doesn't show like anyone moves or anything passes by there. So to me, that explanation doesn't make any sense. But I see what people are saying. I will give them that. If I didn't know the layout of my house and that there's no one that has access, I would probably believe it. But I know that that's not what it is.
And I guess well, getting back to what you said earlier about the objects sometimes moving that you had move by themselves in your house. Now, looking back at that and now this incident, do you think there's a connection now, or is that something separate?
No, I mean, I could lean towards it being connected because I mean, it's just something else that's unexplained. It's happened, in this house, and it's close to where my room is. So, I mean, I think that it could be connected.
Yeah. And I guess does that concern you? I mean, do you think that do you feel that this is a threat, or is it just, what do you think?
That's the one thing that's why I guess when I was saying that I just kind of like kept doing my hair. I don't feel like it's anything negative. I haven't felt afraid when I felt just this one time because I actually saw it and I saw the shape of it. But I mean, other than that, when the frame flew, I mean, of course it's crazy and it's not normal, but I don't feel like it was anything trying to hurt me. I feel like it was something trying to get my attention. So I feel like if I kind of overreact to it, then I might make it a negative thing. But I don't think it was any. If something was to hurt me or want to hurt me, I think it would have happened already. Just like whatever it was that showed on the video, I didn't feel afraid. I mean, I didn't feel like it threatened me or it did anything to intimidate us. It just passed by. We saw it and we felt the fear, obviously, because we know it's not something normal. But it's not anything that it disturbed us or was here to cause any harm, at least.
Maybe what's happening here, like, because just in my previous podcast, I was talking about other backyard alien incidents. There was two of them that I was talking about in the previous podcast. One in 2013 in Florida, of course, the Vegas case, which I talk about a lot because I think that one provides the best evidence. And now today we're talking about another backyard incident on your property, and it just seems like maybe what's going on here. I just wonder, maybe this is the way to let us know that they're here. Maybe this is a way to disclose the reality that hey, guess what, guys, you're not alone. Maybe that's what's going on.
Yeah, I mean, they can't cover up all of their tracks somehow. They're gonna slip up somehow, some way. I'm sure they're not perfect either, so they're gonna make a mistake somewhere. So I mean, that's probably what it is. They're just
maybe mistakes. Yeah, mistakes.
So one of the things that a lot of people mention is how the camera gets very blurry the moment that it passes by. It's very clear before and it's very clear after, but the moment it passes by, it gets like very blurry. So I mean, that's also something that they could do. We've all always said, well, I know I've always heard how people say, what a coincidence that when something is being recorded, they have the worst quality camera, and it's just like it's more like it's not the worst quality. They're probably just doing something to manipulate, how visible it is or whatever the case may be, but it's obviously not the camera.
Yeah, obviously it's not. I mean, this is, again, I was just talking in the previous show about the Vegas incident from 2023 that they captured stuff on that cell phone, but it's, it was hard, obviously something was going on to prevent them from being filmed properly, but we got enough of it. And I think we have enough on your video now of this Compton creature, whatever it is, this being, it doesn't look like it's human. It looks like some sort of a 3-foot tall alien creature. And we have it on video now, thanks to you. And I'm glad that you shared this. I mean, because I'm not sure.
¿Ustedes qué creen que haya sido? Seguiré muy de cerca este caso y en cuanto tenga una nueva actualización se las haré saber. Si ustedes tienen idea de qué fue lo que ocurrió en la casa de Jessica, por favor escríbanmelo en los comentarios. Mi nombre es Oxlack Castro y los espero en el siguiente video.
Escucha el podcast de Oxlack en Spotify. Contacto con lo desconocido. Síguelo en sus redes sociales y toma el curso de investigador paranormal, suscribiéndote a Patreon o contáctalo en el correo oxlackinvestigador@gmail.com.